We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down and 4. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
7-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. First down carry for Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was brought down by Earl.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They go play action here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
For a Giants.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A toss out to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We got 3. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Switch it, come on, switch it. Trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Now in his 4th year out of Alabama, there's Dalvin Tomlinson making another nice play up front. He's been one of the strong points of this Giants defense.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Xavier McKinney.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
31-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Gain of 10 yards.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To number 87, Rob
Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Evans has it left side. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
Brady's
and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Giants nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Barkley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And Ingram holds it in. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, Brady to Evans on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady on target there to Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady will try again on second down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick there on the coverage. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 22, Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
45, 45, 45.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, 4th quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore, that he just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 9 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and one through the air. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Bradley.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Brady's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bucs, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief.